everyone, it's coming up to that time of year again, but instead of cute bunnies and Easter chicks, I thought I'd show you how to make something a little bit different. Today I'm going to make a Game of Thrones chocolate dragon egg, complete with jelly dragons inside.
Okay, first of all you're going to need some toasted almond flakes. These are going to give us our scaly dragon effect. Then you want a plain Easter egg, mine's milk chocolate. I then got some gold shimmer spray, which I'm going to use to finish off the design, some cooking chocolate, you only need 1 bar, and finally some gummy crocodiles because I couldn't find jelly dragons. First of all, you're going to want to take your cooking chocolate and break it up into little pieces and pop those into a container that's safe to put in a microwave. We're going to temper our chocolate, which means we're going to slowly melt it but keep the glossy finish. Put it in the microwave for 30 seconds at a time, and each time it's finished, take it out, give your chocolate a good stir to check that it's not burning, and then pop it in again so your chocolate starts to melt. It took me about 6 times to finish and get it to this glossy texture. Next, take your Easter egg and carefully open it and split it in half. Mine was actually already halved, so it wasn't too much of a struggle. And then we're going to fill the shell with our gummy dragons, aka crocodiles. If you wanted to, you could put these in a little plastic bag to keep them fresh. Now I'm going to use our melted chocolate as a glue, and using a paintbrush, I'm taking a little bit of chocolate and dabbing it around the edge of the shell. I'm going to stick the 2 halves together so that we have a sturdy egg that we can use to decorate, and the glue sets pretty quickly, it works quite well. Now I'm using a mug as a giant egg cup and preparing the egg for decoration. Using the paintbrush and our melted chocolate again as a glue, I'm starting at the top of the egg and beginning to place the toasted almond flakes in a circular design. This is mimicking the look of the dragon eggs in Game of Thrones. The chocolate does dry pretty quickly, so I found that I had to keep going back over the same area just to top up the chocolate glue, and that did get a little bit messy. Then for the second layer, I started to just layer the flakes slightly to make them look a little bit like scales, dragon scales. I wanted to keep this fairly neat for the top half of the egg, but as you can see, when I got past that half, things started to get a little bit messy, but I didn't mind if it wasn't as perfect at the bottom because it actually gave it quite a nice gradient look. In fact, right at the bottom, I just splodged on the chocolate and then just finished off with a couple of the almond flakes that I had left over, and I found that I actually liked the finished look. Let your egg completely set, and then with the remaining melted chocolate, which I just quickly popped in the microwave again just to loosen it, I started to paint the eggs. Working in an upward motion was the best way so as not to disturb the almond flakes. It was only a very light coating as I wanted to do this mostly for colour. Finally, to finish off the egg, I took some gold edible shimmer spray. I focused mostly on the top of the egg and then working downwards because I wanted it to have a bit of a gradient. But as you can see, I put most of the gold spray right on the top of the egg, so it was really gleaming. I wanted to find a way to display my egg appropriately, so I printed out the 3 dragons logo from Game of Thrones. I carefully cut it out, and then I found an old box that I had lying around the house. I painted it black, and then I just stuck the logo on the top using a little bit of glue. And this is what the finished egg looked like.
So here you have it, guys. This is the final box, complete with chocolate dragon egg. I am so proud of this. I haven't tasted it yet, obviously, but I don't want to smash it. It's too pretty. Because this one's gold, I guess it's for Zerion, but you could always get a red or a green shimmer spray, and you could make the whole set of 3 if you wanted to. It is messy and slightly time consuming, but honestly, I think that is so worth it. If you know any Game of Thrones fans, or you're a fan yourself, then definitely make one, because you're not going to find anything like this in the shops, and I think that's a pretty good match for something that's completely edible, and it's even got jelly dragons inside it. I mean, come on. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time for more how-tos for the fans. Bye!